Welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. Today's date is Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. And in this video, I'd like to take a look at something because there is a date just around the corner that we might need to be mindful of. I'm going to go to a share screen. Now, unlike many of my videos where it links to eventually a Facebook post, since I only have one screen to show you, if you find it of interest, pause the video. Okay? All right, well, let's take a look what I have for you. We'll talk about this little rabbit trail we're going to take with our read. Tomorrow is the 30th month of the Biden presidency. 30 months ago in one day. Okay, this is taken from a Elon Musk site. This person, 17. I like that. The best is yet to come, 23. I kind of think they're thinking that maybe Mr. T will be back before 24. I wouldn't mind, would you? Well, frequently in the from the entity known as 17, the 17th letter, we were told done in 30. Now, there's multiple meanings of many of the phrases that are common to or used by that 17th letter. Okay, and this is back from 2018, but time and again, it seems that there is some foreknowledge going on with that particular team. And like I said, there's multiple meanings for many of those. Watch the water can be everything from the lakes that are known for trafficking hubs to, storms coming in. Who knows? And I thought, I wonder if there's anything to it. And I was reading on a discussion site where someone said, that's coming up. And he's the 30th month. And then there's that catchphrase of done in 30. Now, please don't shoot the messenger. We're going to ask the cards about this. I did a reading a couple months ago, and the cards indicated to me that 46 was going to be around for a while, that his exit wasn't anytime soon. And I got a lot of grief for that, as if that was my personal hope and opinion. So please understand that when I do the cards, I try to just tell you what I'm seeing. It doesn't mean I agree with it or I'm any happier about it than you are. Okay? But since there is a chance that there may be some happy news, there's always a chance, right? Let's ask the universe for insights and information. With the 30th month commencing tomorrow on July 20th for our resident in chief, or, the CEO of a defunct corporation, 46, are there insights and information? Is this catchphrase going to be in some way applicable to 46? And are there other insights and information the universe wants us to know? Let's find out together. And we're not happy about what we read. Please, like I said, don't jump all over me, okay? All right, let's change the camera and we'll see what the cards want us to know. Okay, again, we're asking, is there any connection with the common phrase used throughout the 17 drops of done in 30 with the fact that 46 is starting his 30th month tomorrow? So is this going to be an important month for the resident? And is there other insights and information the universe wants us to know? Believe me, I wanted him to be done day one. 30 months is 30 months too long. Okay, 7 of Swords. Hmm. The Hanged Man. Ooh, the Emperor. Queen of Swords. Page of Wands. Eight of Wands. And Six of Cups. Okay, I'm going to talk about some of the insights that the cards are giving me, and then we'll look at some of the elements of those cards that make me say these following insights. First of all, 46 is indicated by the Seven of Swords, which is always someone trying to get away with as much as possible. Okay, so kind of a in this particular read, this is showing up kind of a 46 is indicated by a shenanigans event, and we know that 81 million votes. My eye. Okay, the telling us a little more is the Hanged Man. Now, what's interesting about major arcana is we have two so far, which isn't a huge number, but major arcanas kind of talk of events and situations that cannot be altered. They're pretty much nothing can stop what is coming type of things. Okay, so again, he's tried to get away with what he can, denied responsibility for everything from a grandchild to drugs in the library. And the Hangman always talks about an aha moment and looking at things in a new way. So I do believe in this 30th month of his residency, 46 is going to, in the public eye, have something else additional happen that indicates that even the diehard beloved people that truly think he should be there are going to be looking at things in a new way. In the recent past, the Emperor has been involved. The Emperor is my ultimate alliance white hat good guy card. Absolutely. Often indicates Mr. T. Now, I'm not surprised to see that in here because if I've done reads about continuity of government, and the cards agree with me that that's a situation we have going on, so that we have a chief executive, yes, with some limited powers, but we have a commander in chief and a military martial law situation. Okay, that there's been only the softest of reveals for. So the that's continuing. That's in the recent past. Now let's look forward. We have for the current, which will be the 30th month of the residency. We've got the Queen of Swords indicating this month time, and as it moves forward from the 20th of July on for the following month. Queen of Swords, she's a patient. So we're being told that we've been patient. 30 months is, as I said, 30 months too long. Okay, but the Queen of Swords is also a card that indicates some clear thinking and patience and objectivity. So again, looking at the situation with what they had for control systems and corruption and the swamp in general, they've made the best of the situation that they can, and the shenanigans crew has made the most of it that they can. But looking ahead, let's look what's going to happen. Got the Page of Wands showing up. Now he's my little unofficial white hat card because he truly wears a white hat. Okay, so when I see him, I'm thinking again, the alliance and white hats, good guys in general. Okay, Page of Wands is a card of cautious optimism and discovery. So again, we're getting to where we're going to have probably some discoveries in the next 30 days that we can't even imagine yet, that are going to make 46 be looked at in an increasingly different light than he is. Okay, and not for the better. And again, we're getting some insights about that it's going to be as a result of some events that are happening that happen swiftly. This card usually has no other meaning than swiftly moving events. And here's a reconciliation card. That some things are going to be reconciled, some truths are going to be revealed, and some reconciling is indeed possible, if not reconciling, at least an increased care and nurturing of innocent little people and citizens and our youngest and dearest. Okay. So whatever develops is ultimately going to be something that involves some reconciliation, because we need less division, and B, more care and concern for innocence. And some of our innocence folks are our beloved normies who are just working so hard to put food on the table and get through day to day. They don't have energy or time for explorations like this, much less the current events that are readily available to them through the mainstream propaganda machine. So again, a little patience with those people. I've been that person. I've been that one. I'm just trying so hard, putting in 18-hour days. I couldn't follow current events, and I would hate to have been faulted for that, because at that point in my life, that's all I can manage. Okay, we got the world showing up, and we have the Four of Cups, another major arcana, which is kind of, again, now we've got three. That's kind of, those again are saying, we're telling you about things that cannot be changed. This is a victory card. Okay, that this change that's being talked about here is inevitable, that nothing can stop what is coming. We're also being advised to look around, because they're going to, and those of you that watch a channel like mine, you're very aware of the fact that there's often a look here, not there thing going on. We read just the other day that that's what's happening with the actor strike. They were hoping people would get caught up and worried about their fall previews. And it hasn't generated the care and concern that they wanted. So again, don't look necessarily at the things that are placed right in front of you. Oh, worry about this. Here's the news. Here's other elements to be aware of. Don't overlook them. Okay. All right. And also give yourself permission to take time to assess and mull things over. There's a lot of noise out there. And if you need a little time to decide which noise is truly worthwhile and worth your time and attention, take it. A couple more cards. Ooh, we got another major arcana, the 17th one with the star, and another one, the death card. Okay, guys, this is officially an important question. The 30th month of this residency is going to be event-filled, talking about transitions that are going to ultimately result in some joy, okay, and reconciliation. So we're in for an eventful month, looking at the chief executive of the US right now. Absolutely. So, and I would not mind if the phrase done in 30 truly came to pass to be what was to be expected in this case with 46. So let's recap. It was kind of interesting. I'm glad I got curious about this. And by the way, I'm an open book. Okay. You know, I told you one day was too long and 30 months is 30 months too long. I don't mind letting you know where I stand. I'm willing to change opinions when they're wrong, but I'm not going to try to soft shoe my way around them so people don't know what I personally believe about a subject or possibility. The only time I try to do that is when someone wants specific thoughts about another person, because that's not my story to tell. So we were asking though about 46, the chief executive of the defunct US corporation. And we asked, is there a connection to the frequent use of the phrase done in 30 for 46, because tomorrow starts the 30th month of his residency. And just wondering if we were going to hear, you know, well, he was shown up. 46 is indicated by this card where they're trying to get away with some stuff. Okay, not nearly as much as I hoped, but trying to get away with some stuff. And then our first major arcana showed up, the Hanged Man. Major arcana usually indicates both an aha type of moment, like light bulb goes off, as well as the fact that you're looking at something in a new way, in a whole new light. So there looks like there's going to be some news or disclosures in this 30th month that are going to be pretty significant. Now, as we went along, in the first 7 cards, we had just 2 major arcanas. They were good ones, though, with the Hanged Man. And then in the recent past, we have our ultimate Mr. T White Hat Alliance card, just reminding us that, again, it's what I believe, it's what I've said since January 20th of 30 months ago, that we have a commander-in-chief and we have a martial law situation. I was saying that a long time before anybody else was. Okay, now the current card, we had Queen of Swords talking about in this month, what's going to happen. July 20th, Queen of Swords shows up. She's a card of objectivity and clear thinking, neither of which I would attribute to any of the actors or stand-ins who are playing the part of 46. Okay. But just an advice to us to be watching, be aware. We have another white hat card for the near future showing up with the Page of Wands. Okay. He's about discovery and also cautious optimism. So whatever this disclosure or information that's coming out in the next 30 days, it is cause for us to be getting a little excited about it. Okay. It's also saying that in this next 30 days, 30 days, 31 days, but 30th month of the residency, there's going to be some swiftly moving events. One of the results of those is going to be a possibility for some reconciliation and increased care and concern for our fellow man, especially our little innocents. Okay. When we got some more, the additional insight cards that showed up after that, where I get them 2 by 2, then we started getting some really interesting major arcanas, which was saying, you're really asking an important question. This is a subject we have information we can share now with you about. The World showed up. The World, okay, is self-explanatory. Reefs in tarot cards indicate victories. That's the biggest reef in the tarot deck. And then this card usually talks about take some time, rest if you need to, look at events, but don't overlook something. So if we have any situations where there's oh, hey, don't worry about that bag of this that was found. Let's worry about this. Hey, let's arrest somebody for the 3rd time. Okay. Don't get distracted. Eyes on the prize, people. Okay. And the prize is getting our country back and getting some freedom and having balloting matters truly reflect what has been cast. And then our last 2 cards. The Star, the 17th major arcana, a card of joy and success, and death, which doesn't usually indicate an actual physical death, but a long, slow change. So it is entirely possible that this 30th month of the 46 residency is going to be extremely impactful. And I, for one, as I said, as I was looking at the cards, would not mind if the phrase done in 30 became our actual outcome. So, and that goes along with, sorry, but not a mystery. You'll know how I feel. Okay. And just again, one last word of advice. There are people who are struggling to get through the day, through the month, to put food on the table, to find and keep that second job, okay, to get the rent, whatever it is. If someone is so caught up in trying to survive, it's not their fault that they're not keeping up with news. It's not their fault that they're not catching some of the inconsistencies that we do. Those of us that are going, hey, that's got to be malarkey. It doesn't jive with this. It doesn't jive with that. Okay, so give them some grace. Keep them in your thoughts, your intentions, your prayers. Okay, because at one time, like I said, I was that person. I was so busy I didn't get my degree until I was already a mom and in a relationship. And I was working those 12, 16-hour days trying to get ahead and meet a goal I had. And yeah, I did, but paid a price for it. Part of that price was not having the energy to follow news and current events for a long time because I was busy trying to survive, and then layer in a little ambition on that so that I didn't just spend the rest of my life surviving. And I was fortunate enough that that's exactly what the result I got after a lot of hard work. So anyway, let's hope that this 30th month is indeed impactful. From July 20th to August 20th, let's see what develops, and let's not get distracted. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, subscribing. If you've resubscribed, you're not alone. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. It's the platform, and it's just the reality, and I'm not going to get upset about it. It is what it is. But what it is allowing me, if I say it carefully, to get messages and information and interact with each of you. And I value that very, very much. And until next time, which will be very, very soon, I hope, I wish you love and light and all things bright. Good night.